You ever heard of the South Bend Shovel Slayer? Back in '58, he murdered his whole family and half the people on his block with a show snovel. Been hiding out in this neighborhood ever since. Not enough evidence to convict him. They never found the bodies, but everyone around here knows he did it. It'll just be a matter of time before he does it again. He walks up and down the street every night, salting the sidewalks. You see that garbage can full of salt? That's where he keeps his victims. The salt turns the bodies into mummies. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry about the angle here. I'm back with another video for you guys today. I will be sharing off some of my Christmas collection. Mostly horror, but also got quite a few classics in here. Some of them are missing, but I do own them. So if you don't see a certain title, I do own it. Let me fix this angle here. Okay, so first up we have a movie that I don't recommend. I mean, it's not the best in the world. It is put out by Gravitas Ventures, and that is American Exorcist. This takes place during Christmas. So I'll just read the synopsis real quick. Basically, Christmas always seems to bring bad luck to the American building. After a century of tragic events and unexplained deaths, the infamous skyscraper is reportedly haunted. The skeptic is hired by management, played by Bill Moseley. The professional skeptic is Phelan Joslin. So she meets him there, and it turns out that she is wrong and it is haunted, and it's very weird. Bill's performance is great, but he's only in here for like, I don't know, a total of like 10-15 minutes tops. So if you're getting it just to see him, you're wasting your time. But other than that, I don't know. It's not the best movie in the world. It's 88 minutes from 2017. There's Bill right there, and then there's Jocelyn, Phelan Jocelyn. And yeah, this card is the same as the cover. Up next, I have not watched this one yet, but I gets great reviews, and I got the Blu-ray of Anna and the Apocalypse with the nice slipcover. This is the Canadian release, because I didn't get a Blu-ray release here in the US. It's put out by VVS Films. This is a Christmas horror musical, so I got a few things going on at the same time. Basically, it's just about a zombie apocalypse threatening Christmas cheer of a sleepy town in Little Haven. And this girl, Anna, and her friends fight back. So, looking forward to watching that one. Next up, this one gets a boatload of mixed reviews. I actually hated the film when I first watched it. Then I watched it again. I thought it was okay. And it's the IFC Midnight release of ATM. You get both the theatrical cut and the director's cut in this. Basically, after leaving their company Christmas party, David and Emily they had an impromptu first date, and then an unexpected turn when their coworker asked them to make a late night stop at the ATM. And when they get there, there's this guy outside, like, stalking them. And it's just really brutal. And you know, very claustrophobic if you're in a little small area, 3 people inside. You want to get out, but you can't because someone's barricading it and can't let you out unless he hurts you. This movie's crazy. I don't really remember why this person is doing what they're doing. It's been a little while since I've seen this, so I go back and watch it again. This is from 2011. So it's 10 years old. So I think I watched it maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Next up is a British Christmas horror called Await Further Instructions. This one was a little strange as well. I thought it was okay. Basically, this family wakes up on Christmas Day, and there is a mysterious black substance surrounding their house, and they can't get out. And they turn the TV on to see what's going on, and it just says stay indoors and wait further instructions. And it's just very strange. Like, I need to go back and watch it again, but it was just, I found it really weird. This is put out by Dark Sky Films. Let's see, put in Dark Sky Films. This one, I really enjoyed it. Some people hate it, but I really enjoyed it. This is a Will Go USA release, and that is Better Watch Out. Basically, this is a home invasion, but it's a spin on it. Babysitter Ashley must defend her young there's 2 kids in here. It says Ashley must defend her young charges when intruders break into the house on one snowy night, or so she thinks. Yeah, this movie's crazy as well. I don't want to give it away, but this movie has been out for, what, 5 years now? Okay, well, I guess I can say it's not, no one breaks in. It's someone in the house that's causing these problems. I really enjoyed this film. The parents of the kid are only in it for like about 10 minutes total, at the beginning and at the end. Patrick Warburton plays the dad, and Virginia Madsen plays the mom. And then, yeah, so I recommend this one. There's a scene in here that they redo from Home Alone with the paint can. That's brutal. I'm gonna go ahead and just put all of these together since they all go together. First up, we have the original Black Christmas. This is a factory sealed copy. My copy of the slip is in storage, so can't get enough of this movie. This is probably my favorite Christmas horror film of all time. And you got Olivia Hussey, Margot Kidder, John Saxon, and directed by Bob Clark. Bob Clark is known for Christmas Story and Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things and Death Dream and quite a few other films he's done over the years. So, can't get enough of Black Christmas. Speaking of Black Christmas, this is the 2006 version. This is the German Blu-ray. The American Blu-ray is totally out of print and goes for stupid money, so I had to settle for this version. Comes with a nice insert as well, but it's all in German. Yeah, it's all in German, as you can see. Nothing but German. I think this is Silent Night, Holy Night, Still Nacht, Totally Nacht. I think that's how you say that. I'm not 100%. I am German, but I do not speak it. Also got some nice background art in here as well with Michelle Trachtenberg and who's that? I think Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I believe. You also get Katie Cassidy in here, Lacey Cabot, Olivia Hudson. So great cast in this one. I recommend this one. It's not as good as the original, but I do enjoy it as well. Next one I have not watched, and I heard it was pretty bad. It is the Black Christmas from 2019? Yeah, 2019. This is the Universal Blumhouse release. I heard it was pretty bad, but like I said, I never actually got around to watching it. Yeah, this is a Blu-ray DVD combo. The discs look almost exactly the same. Let me know if you've seen the 3 Black Christmases and what you thought of them. I'll hold them up real quick. I don't like the fact that the German one's upside down. I don't understand that. Like, it can't just be upside up. But like I said, if I ever find the Blu-ray of it, the American version, I will pick it up for a decent price. This one here I have not watched yet either. This is the Vinegar Syndrome release of a movie called Blood Beat. This takes place during Christmas. Sarah and her boyfriend Ted have decided to spend Christmas with Ted's mother at her home in rural Wisconsin. However, upon arriving, Sarah begins to feel a strange presence around her, and soon after, a mysterious figure garbed in a samurai outfit begins murdering the townsfolk, eventually setting his sights on Sarah, Ted, and his family. Looks pretty crazy from what I see on the back. You can't really tell, but she's got powers, and then there's the samurai dude right there. And then the reversible artwork inside. I think I like the redone artwork better. This is from 1982, and it's 86 minutes, so pretty short film, if I must say. Next up, I have seen this, but it's been quite a long time. Another Vinegar Syndrome release, and that is Christmas Evil. This is from 1980, 94 minutes. This is, I forget who directed this, it doesn't say. Directed by Lewis Jackson. When he was a boy, Harry idolized Santa Claus, but one Christmas Eve, he witnessed something horrifying that forever shattered his innocent understanding of Santa. Now an adult, Harry tries to embody the pure Santa Claus he grew up loving. He works at a toy factory and keeps his records of who's been naughty and nice. The spirit of Christmas isn't what it used to be, and he can't take it. So he decides to become Santa himself and make all the naughty townspeople pay in blood. I guess this is an early Vinegar Syndrome release, because there is no inside art on this one. So, like I said, I've seen this, but it's been such a long time, so I gotta go back and watch it again. Next up is an ROJ Entertainment release of A Christmas Horror Story with this nice embossed slipcover. This is a movie that I have seen, but it's been since 2015 when it came out that I actually watched it, so I should probably get back to watching it again. Basically, this is about the battle between Santa and Krampus, and it stars, it doesn't say who's in here, but William Shatner is like a radio DJ on here, and he's the storyteller. So that's what I do remember from it. There are quite a few people in this movie, but it doesn't credit them on the back, so I don't want to say, I don't know, I don't remember exactly who was in here. Next is a classic, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Everyone quotes this movie every Christmas. You know, obviously Sugar's Full, and I'll tell you, I'll show you where to stick it, or, you know, stuff like that. So, I mean, there are other versions of this that are better. This is just a standard Blu-ray edition, but I love that movie. This one I watched a couple of years back at an Alamo Draft House, and I really enjoyed it, and I was hoping it would get a Blu-ray release, and I was half right. It got a 4K release, so I had to scoop it up. And that is Deadly Games Dial Code Santa Claus. This is a French film from 1989, 91 minutes. I love that embossed slipcover there. And then, yes, it is a 4K release. And you get both the 4K and the Blu-ray inside. Now, there's controversy with this film because this is from 1989. Home Alone came out in 1990. And it looks like it borrowed a few things from this film, even though the writers and directors say they've never seen this film before, so who knows. But this is a really good film. I really enjoyed this. I can't recommend it enough. So basically, it's about this kid, Thomas, who's obsessed with action movies and video games. So much that when his mother is out, he delights in turning the sprawling mansion where he and his invalid grandfather live into a makeshift battleground, concocting and setting elaborate traps. Home alone, grandfather aside on Christmas Eve, Thomas is soon faced with an unexpected and very unwelcome guest, a department store Santa Claus who is in fact a deranged maniac on the loose. So yeah, the guy gets pretty tortured by the kid. There's only one scene in here that's really, stupid. It's when the killer kills the family dog, and I don't know why they had to kill innocent animals back in the day, but other than that, I love the film. So if you guys don't want to see that, either fast forward through that or just don't watch the movie at all. But I recommend the movie. Next up is a film that had like three different titles. I'm sorry. Yeah, so the one that I've always known it by is The Dorm That Dripped Blood. It's also known as Death Dorm, and I believe there's another one called Pranks. So this is on the eve of Christmas vacation, the college dormitory stands condemned. The dark hall is now vacant and unsafe. Student Joanne Murray and her close friends volunteer to help close down the building, unaware of a psychopathic lunatic is hiding in the shadows. As the students disappear one by one, Joanne discovers a horrifying reality that if she is to survive, she alone will have to find a way to slay the brutal murderer. This it's just a combo pack. Yeah. With the old discs inside, with the weird. The Blu-ray has the little weird, like, circle in the middle for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, see? It's, The Dorm That Dripped Blood, and then the reverse actually says Pranks. Pranks on it. And Death Dorm, I don't think I've ever seen the cover art of that one, but this is like an old order guide from Synapse with the Kindred on the cover, and it took them a long time to actually release that movie, but spoiler, you'll be seeing that in a future video. Next up is probably my all-time favorite Christmas movie, which most people know. And this is the Diamond Lux edition of Gremlins. Yes, I kept the J card on here too. It's got that weird like metallic like closing thing on it, so you got Zach Galligan and Gizmo there. And then it opens up, and this is the 2-disc version, so you get movie and special features, and then you get the bonus special features on 2 discs. You get Gizmo and Stripe. I don't know if they ever released part 2 like this. I have them. I have both movies on standard Blu-rays as well, but I found this at a Dollar General and I had to scoop it up. Next up, this movie was kind of depressing, honestly. Like, I watched it once and I was like, it was okay. That is I'm Dreaming of a White Doomsday. This is signed by I believe it's the director, Mike Lombardo, the star of the film, Hope Bickle, and the kid, Reeve Blasey. So yeah, the director and then the 2 stars. I got this from Scream Team releasing back in the day. It is a combo pack here. 2 cookies with frosting and some weird jello on it, I believe. I don't remember that scene, but it's really strange. This is basically about Kelly and her son Riley weathering the end of times in a bomb shelter amongst the ruin once was the world. With Christmas Eve approaching and supplies and hope steadily declining, Kelly must make a horrifying decision that will cause her to find out how far she would go for her child. Yeah, this movie is really depressing. I don't recommend it if you guys don't like depressing films. It's also very short. It's only 71 minutes, so it's very sad. Next up is a classic here. Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life. This has this is a 2-disc set. First one is the feature film with the black and white, and then disc 2 is the colorized version. And then there are a few special features on here as well. You guys know me. I really like James Stewart as an actor. I forget who else is in here. Lionel Barrymore and Henry Travers. And Gloria Graham and Balua Bondi. This is from 1947, so it's another classic to add to your guys' collection. Now this one here, some people say it's not a Christmas movie. It's just a horror movie with a snowy setting. I think it doesn't it take place on Christmas or around that era? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen this movie. But Jack Frost, the first one. It's like, I know the second one is different. Takes place different, I believe. I don't think I even have it in my stack over here. I think it's in the other room though. Anyway, Jack Frost, 89 minutes from 1996. Starring Christopher Alpert, Shannon Elizabeth, and Scott McDonald does the voice of Jack Frost. If you guys like cheesy movies involving killer snowmen, I recommend this one. This one is also kind of like loosely, it takes place during like Christmas vacation. This is a very depressing film as well, at least the beginning of it is. It gets creepy a little here and there, and that is The Lodge. This is from 2019. How long is this movie? Does it even an hour and 48 minutes? This is considered a Hammer film, which is really strange, but it has the name of it on the back. Yeah, this is about a family who retreat their remote winter cabin over the holiday. When the father is forced to abruptly depart for work, he leaves his children in care of his new girlfriend. Isolated and alone, a blizzard traps them inside, and terrifying events happen. A lot of people hate this film. I thought it was decent. And yes, I agree with Roger Ebert on the back. It is an atmospheric mind fuck. That's what he says. So, if you guys want to give that a watch that, check that out, go ahead. Next up, this is one I have not watched yet. This is a Dick Moss film from 2010, and that is Saint. This is I think this is a film from the Netherlands, I think. Yeah, Netherlands, because it's in Dutch. But you can watch it in Dutch, English, or French. This is about a disgraced bishop. It says he was in fact a disgraced bishop, a bloodthirsty man who led a gang of thieves and killers. They lived in the Middle Ages, terrorizing children and families who had the misfortune of crossing their path. And it takes place on December 5th. It says the anniversary of their death, St. Nicholas and his crew returned from the hereafter to exact their gruesome revenge. Like I said, I have not watched this one yet, but I plan to this year. Also check out Rare Imports. I don't have that on with me right now, but that's also a good one. Next up we have a film directed by Adam Marcus, who directed Jason Goes to Hell, and that is Secret Santa. This is a horror comedy, but mostly horror. I definitely recommend this one. It's just all around ridiculousness. It's about this holiday get together with this family. It says when recovering alcoholic April attempts to turn her controlling mother's annual Christmas party dinner into a happy celebration, she gets more than she bargained for. Someone has unleashed hell with an insidious holiday gift that causes everyone to become the monsters they truly are. As the bodies pile up, she must try and save those she can and survive those she can't. Yeah, this movie is pretty crazy, pretty bloody from what I remember. I don't remember exactly where I found this. I think I found it on Amazon for like 10, 15 bucks a couple years ago, but I recommend that one. Next up is Silent Night with Malcolm McDowell, Jamie King, Donald Logue, Ellen Wong, and Brendan Fair. This is an Anchor Bay release from 2012. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze there for a second. I have seen this, but it's been probably since 2011 or 2012 since I've seen this. I guess this is a remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night, from what I remember, or some close to it. Same vein. So I gotta go back and watch it again, but yeah. Got some cool artwork on the Blu-ray. The DVD's pretty generic. So I have the first movie on the collector's edition, but it's in storage. But I have part 2, and that is Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 with this nice slipcover. Everyone knows this movie because, you know, Garbage Day, which today is Garbage Day. Funny how that is. Eric Freeman plays Ricky's brother, Billy's brother, Ricky. I believe, yeah, Ricky hunts down Mother Superior and takes care of business in this movie, but I recommend this one. Now, I like the first one better, but this one's a good watch too. But we'll get to, I have the sequels, I'll get to those in a little bit. Next up is another Christmas slasher, which is also known as Mrs. Claus. This is the original release. This is an on-demand Blu-ray, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is a burn copy. This is like a one you could get from Indiegogo, and that is Stirring, aka Mrs. Claus, directed by Troy. I can never say his last name. Escamilla, I think is how you say it. This movie is pretty crazy. You get Brink Stevens, Kaylee Williams. There's only two big names in here. Billy Brannigan. I don't really remember anyone else in this movie. Oh no, sorry. Helen Udy is in here as well, from My Bloody Valentine. The original My Bloody Valentine. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to watch it, go ahead. It's alright. I got a couple more Blu-rays, and then I got all the DVDs to go. I just noticed I actually do have Jack Frost 2 sitting there. Sorry, guys. So this is a double feature, but I'm going to talk about the first one here, and that is Tales from the Crypt. That is horror anthology. I'm going to talk about the Santa Claus episode. Basically, then they redid it for the Tales from the Crypt TV series as well. So they can throw a Tales from the Crypt TV series in there as well. Just that one. And this is a 2-disc set, but Tales from the Crypt's only on one of them. It's very strange. So there you go. I have the first film as well. It's in storage, and they have Bad Santa 2. This is a Dollar Tree pickup. My first 4K from them. I did pick up Arizona on 4K. I'm still trying to find Glory, but that's probably gonna be a stretch. My local Dollar Tree still hasn't put anything out. I went there yesterday, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with you guys. So. This one I have not watched yet. I've only seen the first one. Showed that already. Sleigh Bells. This is a good horror comedy. This is put out by Epic Pictures from 2018. I have not opened this one yet. I watched this on Tubi a while back, and then I decided I wanted to snag the Blu-ray, so I did. This one stars Barry Bostwick, Richard Mall, quite a few other people. This is another battle between Krampus and Santa Claus, and I thought it was really well done, so I recommend Sleigh Bells. I got this from Second and Charles over the summer, I believe. Red Christmas with Dee Wallace. I have not watched this one yet, so I don't know if it's any good or not. I've heard mixed reviews on it, though. This is put up by Artsploitation and Devilworks. Dee Wallace is like your headliner in here, and she also produced the film. But yeah, look at her all badass with her gun. Picked up Fat Man. I've not watched this one yet either. Mel Gibson plays Santa Claus. Walter Goggins plays a highly skilled hired assassin. Marianne Jean-Baptiste is also in this. So can't wait to give that a watch. I bought this used, and the digital is actually in here, so which is surprising. And then the last Blu-ray here is not a horror film. It is The Man Who Invented Christmas with Dan Stevens, Christopher Plummer, and Jonathan Pryce. You know what? Totally forgot to grab Muppets Christmas Carol, but I have it. It's in the hallway, just so you know. So, gotta watch. I haven't watched this one yet. Alright, now onto the DVDs, which are not as many, but still quite a few. This one I do not recommend. I actually just watched this the other night to relive it because I thought it was a Thanksgiving film, but it's a Christmas film. Well, I say Christmas very lightly, and that is Don't Look, put out by everyone's favorite label. It's okay. It's probably one of the better Wild Eye movies that I've seen over the years, but it's not great by any means. Basically, it's your generic, like, 80s classic film, just, like, modernized, I guess. Basically, this girl, she's on her swing set and she hears a gunshot in her house, so she goes in to see what happened, and her mom's laying there dead on the floor. Her dad is over her saying, "Don't look, close your eyes." And she thinks that her dad killed her mom, but that's not true. It was her brother. And she goes back to the house where it happened like 20 some odd years later, and her brother's still there, lurking in the shadows. So yeah, it's not great, but if you guys want to check it out, go right ahead. I believe it's on Tubi if you want to watch it for free. This one I have not seen, and this is who's in this film. Actually, I don't recognize anybody in this film. One Hell of a Christmas. This is put out by Fangoria from 2002. This just looks really creepy. It's just about, like, I guess, demons. Yeah, demons and devils, I believe. Yeah. This looks like this is a former rental from Albertsons, I guess the grocery store. Yeah, the disc just needs to be cleaned. It's got some fingerprints on it. I bought this at Second and Charles, a couple hours away from here, but glad to have it in the collection now. For now, anyway. Like I said, I thought this was in the other room, but I have it right here. Jack Frost 2. Actually, this one does take place in Christmas. There's a Christmas scene right there with someone with a red hat on. I can't wait to update this because the Blu-ray is very boring. Just white on black. Just black on white. I'm sorry. We got the three pack of the 3 sequels of Silent Night, Deadly Night, Better Watch Out, Initiation, and The Toy Maker. I think my favorite one is The Toy Maker. I do enjoy Better Watch Out. I don't think I ever actually watched Initiation. Actually, no, I did. Yeah, because Better Watch Out has Bill Moseley, Initiation has Clint Howard, and then Toy Maker has Mickey Rooney. So yeah, I've seen all of these. It's just been a while since I've seen them all, and they're all on their separate discs. I don't know if they'll ever get Blu-ray releases, but we'll see. This one, I believe this one takes place on Christmas, and it doesn't really have anything to do with Christmas. It just, the events take place on Christmas. This is the 1982 film called Soul Survivor. It's basically Final Destination before Final Destination happened. It's from the director of Night of the Comet, Tom Eberhardt. And it stars Anita Skinner and Kurt Johnson. I really enjoyed this film. It's about a young woman who's a sole survivor of an airplane crash, disregarding the warnings of her psychic friend She tries to move on with her life, but she's somehow cheated death, and the Grim Reaper sends his minions to bring her to him. So yeah, I really enjoyed this film. I've been trying to find the Blu-ray for years, but it's always stupid money, so. This one I heard was getting a sequel, but I have not seen it like come to be yet, and this is Once Upon a Time at Christmas. This movie is brutal and pretty gross. Don't remember, I don't recognize any of the cast members by name, but this is about Santa and Mrs. Claus. He's a one-eyed fiend, she's a curvy bat-swinging blonde. The serial killer couple is terrorizing the holidays in an upstate New York town with a series of horrific homicides. Yeah, this movie is pretty brutal and crazy. She kind of looks like Harlequin just a little bit, not too much though. And then he's just crazy. Well, they're both crazy, but he's like scary crazy. Crazy scary. So this one's not scary. This is a comedy. Ernest Saves Christmas, classic. It's been a while since I've seen this one, but maybe go back and watch it again. I mean, who doesn't love Jim Varney? Rest in peace. Yeah. We have Don't Open Till Christmas. I bought this at Amoeba Records the first time I went to California. This is from 1984. It is a US-UK film. This is very... I like this film, but it does have quite a bunch of rape scenes in it from what I remember. So kind of like cringe about that. But, you know, I do enjoy my Mondo Macabre releases. Next up we have Elves, featuring Grizzly Adams himself, Dan Haggerty. This is a crazy movie. Unfortunately, this is just a bootleg copy, so I was hoping they would release this on Blu-ray at some point. Yeah, it's just a burned disc inside, but it's a fun movie. I enjoyed it. Up next is a film. Well, this is a 3-pack, but I'm only going to talk about one of them, and it is Deadly Christmas here. Caesar and Otto. It's a horror comedy. This is a cross between Scary Movie and Silent Night, Deadly Night, kind of. It stars Robert Zarr, Linnea Quigley, Joe Estevez, Brink Stevens, and Wet Movie 1 is in there, and so is Cool Duder. It's just one little scene that they're in, but it's funny, so I recommend that one. This one I don't recommend. I enjoy some of the stories in this, but overall you should just pass on it, and that is All Creatures Were Stirring. I love the artwork, but the movie itself, not great. But I really like that slip cover. See the embossed smile of the demon inside the ornament. Next one is a horror anthology, but I really like the Christmas segment in here, and that is Holidays. The Christmas segment stars Seth Green. I don't remember who directed that one. I know Kevin Smith does one on here. I'm not sure if he did that one or not. I believe he did. As far as I know, this one does not have a Blu-ray release. It only has a DVD release. It's put up by Vertical Entertainment. People were finding this at Dollar Tree a couple years ago. I bought this new when it came out, but I'm glad I did. I really enjoyed this film. Or horror anthology. I've got to have some Munsters. Munsters Scary Little Christmas. This is not the original cast, obviously. This is like from 1996. Bug Hall is in this, so is Sam McMurray and Ann Magnuson. Couple more and we'll be done here, guys. Just got a handful more. So this is probably gonna be an hour long, so I apologize. We got Christmas with the KRANKS, just got a Blu-ray release. I have not upgraded it yet, but I will eventually. 4 movie pack here. I just noticed that the cover art's kind of screwed up. We got Santa Who with Leslie Nielsen. One of my favorite comedies, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, Miracle on 34th Street, and Santa Claus. Everyone's favorite film with a wrestler. The disc is pretty screwed up. I gotta replace it. That is Santa's Sleigh with Bill Goldberg. Crazy movie. Put out by Media 8 Entertainment and Lionsgate Films. Yeah, the disc is pretty bad. Pretty bad. So this is probably gonna go in the trash eventually, because there's no way of saving that one. The first one I did not like. This one I have not watched, but this one doesn't have anything to do with the first one, and that is Mother Krampus 2 Sleigh Ride. It's just by name. And I have not watched this one yet. This is a Cinedime release. I don't know why people say Cinedim, Cinedig. It's Cinedime. We got a Cadaver Christmas. I know there's a Blu-ray of this and a horror pack exclusive, but I don't get horror packs just because I already own most of the films that they put out. Well, they give you 4, and you basically just buying it for the 1. So this is a horror comedy, zombie comedy. I thought it was alright. It's been a while since I've seen it though, so go back and watch that. This one I am looking forward to the Blu-ray, or is it 4K? I don't remember. Release by Vinegar Syndrome, and that is Moonstalker. This is like a really generic, like dollar store type movie packaging. I don't know how you can slip the disc inside there. It bothers me. But I bought this new, so the disc is fine. I only watch it maybe once a year. This one I have not watched, and I heard it's pretty disgusting, pretty bloody. And that is Inside. This is the French version of the film, the original of the film from 2007. Basically, it takes place on Christmas Eve. She's visited by a mysterious mad woman, and she comes in and tries to steal her unborn child. Yeah, I cringe every time I think about that. This is another comedy, Christmas comedy, and that is Mixed Nuts with Steve Martin, Madeline Kahn, Juliette Lewis, Rob Reiner, Adam Sandler, Rita Wilson, and Robert Klein, from 1994. This one I have not watched, but this has a bunch of crazy stuff going on in it. You get 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and all through the house, the only creatures stirring were a transvestite, a homicidal Santa, a serial killer, the staff of a suicide hotline, and a very crazy pregnant woman. So yeah, can't wait to give that a watch. This one I thought was okay. This is another one of those horror Christmas, and I put Christmas in quotes, horror films, and people were finding us at Dollar Tree as well, and that is The Rake. So at a young age, Ashley and Ben witnessed the brutal murder of their parents. Years later, Ashley is still convinced it wasn't someone but something that killed her parents, and now she's tormented by the thought of the rake returning for her and her family. It takes place on Christmas. And then lastly, this one takes place on Christmas, the Christmas holiday season, and that is Alien Raiders. That takes place in a supermarket. This movie is crazy, but I really enjoyed it. Basically, these people are out trying to find aliens who are pretending to be humans, and they find aliens inside the store, so they're faking to be human, so they kill them, and then there's a bunch of killing back and forth. But I really enjoyed this film. If you guys like movies that take place in one setting, you'll like this. Well, that is everything for this video. I might have put some more here and there throughout the month of December, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I didn't show Home Alone. I do have 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. Like I said, rare exports. To All a Good Night. There's probably a couple others that I'm forgetting about, but I do own most of them, so just take that into consideration. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.